Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner and our hard mode series here in Taymyr. We're getting close to the end, so let's crack on. Let's jump in, let's go. So we're quite literally picking up where we just left off. So we are going to jump in. We're going to jump into the 166 because this is going to be our mobile fuel tank as we do these last few long log deliveries. We've got 3 more long logs to deliver for the up and running. Oh, didn't want to do that. For the up and running contract, and this is our final contract. We should be at 100%. We will double check before we leave that we are there. It has been a journey. Now, this is our 34th episode. I think we're going to need probably 2 episodes to do all these deliveries. They're not always easy. Quite long. Long logs are long deliveries. And then we're going to have a little tidy up at the end, make sure we pulled in all our vehicles, pulled in all our fuel, used repair trucks and stuff or repair trailers to make sure everything's in reasonably tip-top condition. Don't tend to worry too much about the cosmetics because I smash everything up. But as long as everything's got its working parts in order, should be good. And then we'll be off, finally, to somewhere new. My original plan was to go to Don next, but I'm not sure whether I need to go somewhere a little bit newer. To maybe catch a new viewer. Right. There, oh dear. The voice is carrying over from the last episode as well. So, I don't think we can really... there's not a lot in there, is there? From the small fuel trailer. We're all full, aren't we? Okay, so that'll be a little bit to grab on the way back through. That's fine. Right. What am I doing with gears? There we go. Felt like we weren't moving. So if I park this up here, let's make sure we turn the engine off, and then jumping down. Was Dan refueled? Dan is not refueled. There we go, 63 litres left. But we have like 3,500 litres on the 166. We do have a large fuel tanker, not a large fuel tanker, but a trail fuel tanker at the Zimnagorsk garage as well. It's not full, but I think it must be half full. So we've not got mammoth amounts of fuel, but we have got fuel left over. Oh, I forgot to winch. I will save you guys the time, and I will go and pull that through. Right, I've been and got it. We're good. We're good to go. Sorry about that. You shouldn't have to endure that because I forgot. What I was going to say is that we should finish with more fuel than what we had in Michigan, which is absolutely crazy. Not as much bonus fuel as we had in Alaska. We've still got some big fuel tankers left over there, but we'll have a little bit of fuel here, I think. And since we've got our cheeky 166 set up, we should be able to come and collect it quite cheaply, I think, because it should be cheaper to transfer the 166 through to collect fuel than it would be to, say, if we were to put a fuel tank on the back of the 310 and bring that through. That would cost us a lot more. So, naughty tactics. Not intentionally like that, but this is how it's worked out. Just because, and if you weren't watching, we only put the naughty capacity tank on the 166 just because it just saves a little bit of time throughout the playthrough, having to go around, excuse me, constantly gathering up tankers and trailers and moving them around. You don't get no extra fuel. There's no benefit of extra fuel from doing it. It's just all your fuel is in one place, so we can just keep moving that around like we're doing, rather than having to go over here and collect one trailer and over here and collect another trailer. We've still got fuel trailers about. I mean, it's not eliminated that entirely. For me, it's a convenience mod, and sometimes you gotta have a little bit of convenience. Especially when, you know, these playthroughs are that long. Now, we might be able to save an episode, a whole episode's worth of time, maybe even more, maybe an hour or two of time, not having to just constantly shuffle around trailers. And I think the load style that we had in Alaska, that had extra capacity as well. But with updates that have come along, base game scouts now have extra capacity as well. They have, some of them have larger roof racks, back racks, and now have internal storage as well for fuel and parts. So, like I said at the time when it came out, it's just a shame it took Sabre so long to add that in, because so many mod trucks have that internal fuel storage. You've got an extra seat. Sometimes you've got a whole back bed in a truck that's just sitting there empty. Whereas if you were doing something like this, you would make sure you were stocked up as best as possible. So you would have that full of fuel. You would have that with all your spare parts on. Maybe an extra wheel or tyre or something. So it's good that they're making better use of the trucks. Shame it took 5 years. Standard. Just a little rock. Do not want the Dan to be popping tyres. Now, do I take that route, or do I go all the way up to... Oh, should we try it? Like I said, I've not run logs this way, so this is new for me. This could be massive high risk. Bearing in mind we rolled one of our trailers here on a challenge job, didn't we? Doing the fuel run thing. And our not so gracious turn and circle might be a downfall when it comes to the intricate, tricky part coming up. We'll see. We've only got to run it the once. Like I say, the second load will come from the southern logging station, and then we'll get probably our final load will come from the train station. So we'll need to bring our DAN, not our DAN, we need to bring our 166 probably to the sawmill to make sure that we can refuel after each drop off. Again, we could have tried to tow it along, but I always have issues with things like that. I just will park up on this hill. And it is just straight down. Okay. I think I can get through them trees. I think. As long as we don't get bogged down in the mud. Which we did. It's alright. We've got a winch point that we can try and pull ourselves with. We need a few feet, don't we? There we go. I don't be able to high gear for long, but we'll give it a try. Oh, it's one of them once again. Now this in itself can get quite boggy as well. So we'll drop this off and we'll just keep rolling through. So that's the first of three. Now I don't think we've got enough fuel to get to the station and back. So we will go and collect the 166. Right, so I think our quickest route will just be going the same way, won't it? Really? No need to dither about with anything else? No. How much is fuel here? And then when I edit, I'll write that down just so in future I know in case I need to buy some. $6 a litre. You know, as we go through, we're going to have enough money that it doesn't really matter, but all I need is to come across a region and, yeah, start rolling trucks, not being able to recover them, and suddenly we're spending money to recover, and it all goes wrong. Excuse me. If we go somewhere like the Almaty region, which is just 3 massive quarries where you can roll and flip so easily, so easily. I mean, there's even a few glitchy areas where you, if your trailers catch on stuff, they pop in the air and you do somersaults, so you only have to catch something like that wrong and you start losing trucks. Especially that we used it here, I think, the black low body trailer, which I'd used many times before, but even here it started snagging and catching on everything. I remember I used that in Almaty on my console save, and yeah, when we were down in the bottom of the quarry, whenever the like log corduroy track, and if you drove over that, because it was so low, it would clip with it, and then it would just send the whole thing flipping and flying in the air. When you've got a couple of them massive stones that you have in Almaty, that's quite a thing. Having to go down there and recover the trailers, recover the truck, reload the blocks that are absolutely massive, so you need a big crane for it. It all gets a lot. I haven't been on my console save for a long time. I haven't been on my console for a long time, mainly because my boys decided one day they were going to back. It was back in November. They decided they were going to fight over my controller, and yeah, one of them threw it at the wall so that the other one couldn't get it, and it broke. And it is the 3rd controller that they've broken. I've just not replaced it. Now I have tried taking this controller down there. This is a wired controller that I use on my PC, and I have absolutely no issues with it on my PC. It is a wired Xbox controller, a third-party one. No, absolutely zero issues with it up here. And when I plug it in on my console, it seems like there's such a delay. It makes everything unplayable because there's just such a delay to the input. I was trying to do a few racing games down there a few weeks ago, and yeah, I just couldn't do it just because the response time was just crazy. And that controller was only, I think it was, my missus brought me that one for my birthday last year because the boys broke my previous controller. So she felt bad. Replaced it, and then they broke the replacement one. And I did think about just getting so I say a cheap wired one. But if this one's wired and it's delayed, I don't want to buy another one that's delayed as well. Plus, I don't want to wire across the lounge while there's kids about. Although I only ever tend to play once they're in bed. But I just want to spend 50 quid on another controller to get broken in a year's time. £50 a year on controllers, considering I went like 10 years without buying controllers. So we shall refuel, if I get it right. Yeah, that's right. Then we shall head off. And we are going to go straight down, across. That's simple. We may have had enough fuel, I just wasn't 100%, so I didn't want to get stuck halfway. I'd rather be fueled up to be able to do it. Not sure how well we're doing on time either, because I had to step away for a little bit on one of the load screens. Alright, 4.5. Oh, we got loads of time. Maybe we'll get all 3 deliveries done. Not if I roll off that cliff, I won't. Can we turn, please? That would be nice. So we should be able to get one long load. There we go. Superlative. Nope, doesn't like that. Does not like that. Ooh, come on. No, not a fan. Come on. What are we struggling with? What are we struggling with? Can we reverse out? Is that tree behind us? Ooh, let's see if we can pull ourselves that way a little bit. There we go. Oh, not the tree. Not the tree. Not the shed. Right. And they bump down. There we go. Oh no. It's done it again. Well, at least I got a post this time. Separating the... Just dropping in them divots, isn't it? In it. Yeah, anything in front at all that I can connect to? No? I can't pull backwards on anything, so I bet I can't reverse now. Have I got stuck? As if. Come on. Little wiggle, come on. I don't know. It just seems mad to me. Help me get some traction somewhere. Some traction somewhere. Come on. Oh. I'm on a third episode in a row. There we go. Is it there we go? I don't think it is. Come on. It's just so buried. I really don't understand. In fact, that's my only friggin' winch point as well, isn't helping. I think I'm just digging a bigger hole, aren't I? I've prop enough this up and I don't understand it. Like, this is the way we came in. It just won't climb. Come on. Come on. Off on the bounce. Just give me something. Give me something. It's just... Come on. Push up, push up, push up. It gets there and it just sits, doesn't it? I'm gonna have to go and get another truck. I think I have just proper screwed myself here. You got absolutely nothing you can winch onto at all. What's on the other side? Why can't I move my camera around? There's nothing there. Just when I think I'm so close to being done, You get caught out with some of the most basic muck. I just... Come on. Keep going. Can I reach that post at all now? So I can't reach nothing. I only need a few inches and I can reach over there. Better pull myself out. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry about this, guys, but I am adamant that we can get out of here. This is basic muck. This isn't even... I don't want to unpack because I don't want to lose my logs out of position. The winch isn't even moving me now. It's like it's not even trying to pull. Come on. I just don't know we've got in this mess. I really don't. Second thing. Right. Unpack cargo. Even with no weight on, I'm not really moving. Come on. This is what I mean by I don't think these tyres are really that good in the muddy situations, because it just digs in. It doesn't lift you, you just cut through it. And when it's deep and you've got weight on, you're not cutting through, you're just cutting in and burying yourself. It's moving ever so slowly. Admittedly, all I'm going to do is get up there and then pull myself back down into this hole, but... Look how deep that's dug in. Come on. But that trailer still can't attach on or anything yet, can it? We pack the cargo, just to be safe. Well, that's not going to help, is it? But there we go. No. No, no, no. Didn't help. An absolute trench. I was hoping I'd use the bounce to try and get a little bit of lift or something, but no such luck. And that tree, those trees are only just out of reach, I think. Or are they? That one's not too far away. That one's way out, isn't it? Yeah. Pack it again. But even now, like, we're reversing, but we're not lifting. We're just hacking that mud and cutting in even more. Here, at the back. We're not lifting up onto the dirt. Just burying ourselves in deeper. Can I get it to come forwards at all? At all? No. Oh, for the love of it. Oh, actually, better pack my logs. Let's pack the logs before I get over there and ram into the bloody thing. I doubt this is going to work. I just don't want to have to go back and get another trailer over here. Or another truck over here. I know, I probably could have had it here by now. I just don't understand how it buried itself like that. Never as easy as you think. Even on that home straight. 2 frickin' deliveries to go. And we got a mini recovery on our hands. so I'm not even sure if this is going to be able to make any difference. We'll put some fuel in it. And let's see if just that little extra horsepower can lift it. If I park myself behind a post, I might be able to winch pull it. If I park behind one of those trees... Oh, you absolute swine. You absolute swine. You are joking. Seriously. Seriously? Oh. Climb, you absolute bitch of a truck. Climb, 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 climb. Why? What is it doing this? Oh, there's a tree over there. Come on. Come on, bounce up and lift. Bounce and lift. Come on, there we got it. Good God. Still doesn't want to come. Still does not want to come. I'm having... This is fighting against me so hard. Here. What is this about? It's just burying itself more. Lift the frickin' truck. Have you ever seen anything like it? I've not. Ever. Like, it's creeping forwards. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It's creeping forwards, but only because we're cutting into the terrain. It refuses to lift. You dare fucking fall out. Excuse my language. But even now, look, without any weight, it does not lift. It doesn't climb up out of the muck. I said a lot of good things about you, Dan, before we started using you. And this is what you're doing to me. Back down again. Oh dear. And so they're going to roll into this one and do the same bloody thing. Get out of the feckin' trench. There, oh dear. Stress-inducing that was. Well, at least the fuel trailer's not too far away. How are we for fuel? Oh, blimey. We used up so much fuel trying to get that out of there. I was adamant I weren't going to get out. We had winch spots. We could get out. It was just getting it to move. I was trying to, like I do now, trying to use the bank to get some purchase because the mud is so horrific. And we just buried in the bank. Just dug right in. Hello, little friend. You're trying to roll over easy for me, are you? Right, refuel. Oh. Okay, let's try again. That one. Oh, I don't want you moving. Come on. Oh dear. There we go. Got there. Got there in the end. Right. Oh, well, I'll go have a look at what happened. I couldn't see it. It was too dark. Because that was crazy. No, this isn't conducive to getting the job complete, but I just need to see what happened to the terrain there, because that was just mental. It was something different. Look at that. That's what we did. Just dug right in. Was that like 2-3 feet? That's proper deep. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Well, that was a fun 15 minutes, not. But that's the game. That is the game. And it's all about the game and how you play it. For me, not very well. Dear oh dear. Should I go up and around that mud pit? Lovely. Lovely, lovely. What was the time? Let's move on along a little bit more, if we can. Like I said before, when I've done this job before, I've always gone along this bottom route, back and forth, into Quarry and collected logs from there. I've never done that before, in all the times I've done it. We might even run a little extra this episode to get this one delivered, so then next episode we have just got the single delivery and then clean up, because that'll take the time, so we've got to travel around and collect things up. So I did think for a little while there that we were going to get all 3 done this episode, and then I just edit on the cleanup at the end, but that mud was determined that we weren't going to get done today. I should have thought to pause and grab a screenshot of us stuck in that mud. Make a good thumbnail. I could have changed the time of day so it was sort of visible. But alas, this is where we are. I gotta get my tuz back without rolling it again as well. On the rocks. I did say, didn't I, when I brought it through, but it's the little rocks that'll catch that out. And it just happened to be that there's no winch points there. Typical. It would have been nice to have had this finished, because I don't think I'm going to have time to record another episode today, unless it's later this evening, so we shall see. It would have been nice though. Coming in. Gonna grab a thumbnail there though. Right, drop this off. 2 loads done. Now, I am going to move me out of here because I don't want to load in and be sunk in the mud. There we are. Right. So that, my friends, is the end of that one. What a drama. What an absolute drama. But we got through it. We didn't have to call in a second truck. We didn't have to do any sort of recovery. We got through it. Perseverance and sheer willpower. Built on frustration. What a foundation to progress with. But we got there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. What did you think of that? As always, a massive thank you to the channel members. Your support is absolutely immense. I do appreciate you guys so much. If you want to join the channel membership, you can hit the join button. Channel membership starts from 99 pence. All tiers of membership gain early access to the content that we put out on the channel. Ultimately, you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.